welcome to Annapolis, Maryland. Today, we're at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will come out victorious in the Military Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Demon Deacons offense will get the first possession of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Army's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Offense set on first down. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Line getting set on 2nd down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Trying play action. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On the option. Bulls his way forward.
Oh, and I love it. They give the ball to the fullback. You don't even see him in the game all the time, But when he is, it's always unselfish, pounding people. I love when you toss him a little love and give him the rock.
You ever wish you'd played fullback instead?
No,
You would have been a great fullback. Great H-back.
just hit people, hit him again. Nah, I'm good. I'll go get the quarterback.
He'll keep it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Jumped on top of the pile. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll run the option. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The give to the back. Running with power. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Big fullback's got it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Buys a little time with his feet. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Running it back, it's Westbrook. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend, but don't.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Now this offense is back on the field. Now they'll run the draw. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Now on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The option look. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Black Knights have taken it inside the 20. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Black Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. On the option. Ripping through the defense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here comes the option. At the 35, he's open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the fullback. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. On the option. The Black Knights get enough to move the chains. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll run play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Army!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Demon Deacons are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll throw it on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Demon Deacons in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Reinbold. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the quarterback takes a knee. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Westbrook. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing Military Bowl. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back goes in motion. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Now on the option. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. The option look. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The hand to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down at 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down, now here they come again. Here comes the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Black Knights have pushed it inside the 20. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Man, I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Here comes the 2-point try. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quickly complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Westbrook. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. On the ground with the counter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reinbold. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Reinbold. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They go to the draw. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds him out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Black Knights will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll bring it back. It's Westbrook. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and they get the easy touchdown.
Play the analytics here. You go for 2. He wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Smashes through. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. The give to the fullback. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They've got the lead here in the 4th. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. To the ground with the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Offense getting set for first down. On the option. Now the toss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Black Knights have their offense in high gear. He'll do it himself. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll run the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. The snap sets up to throw. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sure hands, it's Reinbold. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They want that clock to run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wake. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Fires left. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of